Hi everyone, welcome to White Not MacKay. It's Friday the 25th of April. Nice to see you. Now I don't know whether we've done this before, but I would like to dedicate, did you hear me? This blog to my friend Harry. Harry is what I would describe as one of life's very clever people. Harry has a very grand title of astrophysicist. He's a university lecturer and I'm in awe of Harry. He's got lots of letters after his name. He knows how to wire a plug. He knows all about forms of energy. He's seriously is a very, very clever person. And in fact, he's actually building a component that will be fired into space quite soon. So I've kind of given you an example of just what I think of Harry and what a clever man Harry is. Anyway, the other night he sat me down and he said, how does your Autocue thing work? I was quite taken aback because Harry's one of these people that you think Harry knows everything. And I said, well, it's to do with mirrors, Harry, and camera lenses and angles and things like that. And he went, but how does it work? Which I was quite surprised at because I thought, you know, here I am, humble newsreader. Here's Harry, astrophysicist. So Harry, this one's just for you. We're in the studio. Here's an example of Autocue. If I can just ask Susie to pan over. This is lovely camera 2. We use camera 2 to throw to the opt. We use camera 2 to do our underlay sequence during the 6 o'clock news. And basically, most of the news is read to camera 2. We love camera 2, it's lovely. And this is an example of Autocue. So when I am looking straight down the lens, straight down the barrel as it is, these are the words I see. Now, in yellow, we have some instructions there for the gallery. The blue, Louise on cam, lets me know that it's me on camera. And then the white lettering underneath, you can just see the word government there. That's obviously a story about, I think it's government spending on housing, actually, that I read for the 11 o'clock news. So that's the gist of it. More often than not, Autocue works an absolute dream. It's a bit like your canoe and your paddle. If you have a canoe, you can sail away, but you have to have your paddle as well. And it's a bit like news reading. You can read to an audience, no problem, but you have to have Autocue in order to do that. Yes, it sometimes fails, but we don't like to talk about that. It's a bit like sort of rabbit in the headlights. Anyway, that's about my knowledge of Autocue. You can guess it. I love it very much because it would look very different if I didn't have Autocue. But a lot of this going on as I would go up and down to my scripts. But Alex Lee, who normally works in our satellite truck, has agreed to come in today because Alex is right up there with Harry. He's a clever person and he knows all about that. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Just get all tied up my cables here. Nice to see you.
You too.
You're normally outside in the satellite truck. What have you done to deserve this?
I tried to think. No, it's good being in the studio. It's a nice change for me. It's nice and dry, warm, so it's good.
Quite civilised.
Very, very.
Right, you heard my appalling attempt to try and explain what Autocue actually was over there. You're going to go one stage further. This is camera 1. Now, Rahman normally uses this camera, but I think, have you actually taken apart?
I have, yes.
Over here.
If we come round to camera 3, you'll
right.
basically see that this is just a HUD configuration for Autocue. So you've got a fundamental camera which is capturing your image. You have the Autocue image projected from here. You'll notice it's all backwards.
Where's that projected from?
That's projected from our gallery. Now, we have 2 computers in our gallery. The main one is connected to iNews, the program that we all use for inputting scripts into our news program. This will automatically read from those scripts and present it as Autocue. So it's quite clever. It means that even when the show's on air, you can change the script real time for breaking stories or changes in stories, and presenters such as yourself.
And also the laptop computer that I have on my desk, we can also use that to update stories as well, which means that, you know, basically we've got it covered, hopefully. Yes. That's the theory behind it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how come this lens then, this is being the real camera lens, how come it doesn't see the words as it passes through what is effectively the screen here? It's
basically a little bit of a cheat. Smoke and mirrors is quite apt for that. I have the lens here. And effectively, it's not even a mirror, it's just...
it's almost like tinted glass or something, isn't it?
And if we clip that on, you'll see that it effectively just reflects the image to you in such an angle that the actual camera lens itself doesn't pick it up, but it allows you to see it. So if we click that on, and we have a hood at the back to close off any backlight.
Okay.
Because just like in your house when you're trying to watch the TV, if you have any reflections from the light from outside, it'll kill the reflection that you need to see. And lo and behold, we have Autocue.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's fed cable-wise from our gallery into the hood. So if I pull this cable, you'll see the Autocue disappear.
I don't like that.
No,
that sometimes happens usually, and it says the word no signal there. Oh, there we are. We've got it back again. Okay.
And finally, it's controlled either by an operator in the gallery or by the presenter themselves via a foot pedal, so that they can run at their pace. The idea with Autocue is it keeps pace with the presenters.
Okay. Come on over here, Susie, who's on our cameras today, and I'll show you this famous foot pedal. I have been known to remove my footwear. I think Kellyanne Bishop's gone through this routine with you as well earlier in another blog. There's the foot pedal down here. If you wear high heels, it's not very good because it can slip occasionally. So slippers have been known to be worn. And that's the pedal. And obviously, the harder you press it, the faster Autocue goes round. Now, what happens if you overshoot a story and you want to go back to it? Well, that's quite simple. That's this control right here. I have one button, which matters. That is run order top, so that takes me right back to the start of the script. And if Susie just goes round to camera 1, you'll see an example of what I'm talking about. There I am pressing the button, Good Morning, Your News in Scotland Today. Then it tells me to turn to camera 2. And then we go to the next story. Now let's say, for example, I wanted to move on to the next story. I just press that button there, there's previous. And you never ever want to hit that one. That one is reverse. Look what happens. Okay, Susie, go back to the camera. You see? That would have you going, that's not very good. We don't really like that one. So that's the gist of Autocue. I hope you've enjoyed your wee tour round Autocue. Oh, I've got something I want to show you. Hold on a wee second. Alex, can you pick up that folder a wee second? As you know, John MacKay's had a great run of blogs this week. Yes, you've really missed him. Take a look at that. Can you see that from there, Susie? This is me with really, really bad facial hair. This was courtesy of Colin Matheson, our cameraman, who said to me, well, Lou, you know someone's going to deface your poster, so I thought I'd warn you and let you know what it really looks like. Thanks, Colin. You've really cheered me up. I think I'll go off to make up for a wee shave later on. Anyway, that was the Friday blog. Harry, it's just for you. Now you know. Have a good weekend.